Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about kundalini symptoms and 7 symptoms that you will experience when you go through kundalini activation or when the kundalini is rising. During this time on the planet or through this ascension, we're actually being activated in our kundalini energy. This is life force energy that is within all of us that gets activated, and this is your soul consciousness. This is your higher intelligence, and it's trying to break through the old energetic patterns, the old energetic structure, to actually get you into alignment energetically to your soul blueprint. So your soul blueprint is coming online and integrating through the kundalini activation. Hello, my name is Anastasia, and on this channel I cover everything to do with ascension, spiritual growth, feminine power, polarity, and so much more. If you love content like this, then subscribe to the channel and let's get into the video. So the first symptom that the kundalini is awakened or active is very heavy in your body, feeling very much weighed down. There's a sense of exhaustion, tiredness, fatigue. The body feels very heavy. And this is a sign that the kundalini is active and that it's working through any kind of blocks and that it's activated in your body. So this energy is traveling through your chakras, and this is causing the heaviness, sort of the purging and toxins to be eliminated. So all of this is happening, and this can make your body go into a state of just wanting to rest. You're feeling more tired, you're feeling like you're not wanting to do your regular activity, and this is very normal with the kundalini. Honor your process, honor your body, and just understand that this will pass if you are feeling the symptom. For me personally, this has been a big thing for me to move through on my kundalini activation process, and it just feels like the body is going through a lot. The body is feeling very heavy. You're feeling like you have no energy for anything in your day-to-day life, which makes the day-to-day activities or this old life that we have essentially sort of crumble. And that's part of the kundalini. It's part of the process of ascension, is to shift out of this old way of life and the 3D way into your higher consciousness and into your soul alignment. And so the kundalini is breaking everything down in your body and breaking down everything in your external reality as well. Number 2 is cramping, stabbing, or aches in your body or any kind of chakra points. So the kundalini is really trying to break down the old energetic structure, the old template, and it's integrating your higher consciousness, it's integrating your soul, and this is really what this process is about. It's breaking down the old template into this new higher version of you. So you're transforming on an energetic level. This can cause aches and pains, and this can cause energetically you purging a lot of this old energy out as the kundalini is working through your body. And so this can feel very intense at times because we're feeling a lot of energy moving through our body, and a lot of this pain, maybe a lot of these aches. Maybe depending on the chakra that it's working, you're going to feel different kind of symptoms depending on the chakra that is being activated and balanced and ultimately purged and recalibrated. So number 3 is heat in the body. When the kundalini energy rises, you will feel heat in the body, or you're going to feel the kundalini, actually this energy rising from the root to different chakra points, and you may feel it as heat, sometimes cooling sensation. You may feel it as really the back of the spine getting activated and this energy traveling up the spine. So this is life force energy that has been dormant in the human, and is actually part of what we're naturally supposed to feel. I don't know how you can live without this energy. how, you know, most of the time, a lot of humans, they're living in this place of very stagnant in their spiritual ascension and their spiritual growth because they don't have the kundalini activated. And the fastest way to get your consciousness to go up is through the kundalini activation. And for you to actually come into your soul alignment is through the kundalini rising. And so I personally have felt this intelligence of my own kundalini. Sometimes when I was like very tired, very exhausted, this kundalini energy would just give me the life force, and then I would just be like this new person after the kundalini rises, because it's so intelligent. It knows it's working with the body's biology, so it's really a very intelligent life force. So number 4 is a very common one. It's muscle aches, muscle tiredness. You may not feel like you can even move your muscles. This kind of limp muscle sensation is very common with the kundalini rising. Everyone experiences a little bit of a different sensation with the kundalini, but most of the time it's very similar symptoms. For me personally, it's always been, my muscles have been very sore, very achy. I couldn't work out. So that's when I know the kundalini is working, or whenever my body feels heavier than usual. Then I know that there's something happening, some sort of energetic process, and usually that's the kundalini or some sort of toxin being purged or some sort of energetic reset. Number 5 is old medical problems, maybe hidden medical issues rising, and it sort of looks like a medical problem, but it's not, because what it is just manifestation of a physical ailment through the kundalini rising that looks like a medical problem. So a lot of the times when the kundalini is working through the chakra points, it will bring up old energies, old karmic patterns, or any imbalanced energy is coming forward to be healed and integrated. So ailments, physical ailments will actually manifest, but this is just for clearing. It's not like you're sick, it's just that there's a clearing happening, so this actually manifests in a physical ailment. So don't be scared if this is happening to you. Depending on the chakra that this kundalini is working through, sometimes it'll manifest it as a certain physical problem, and it's just trying to work through that chakra and release that energetic blueprint or template, and it's just trying to break through it. So it can look like a medical issue, but it's actually just you moving through an energetic block, and it'll pass and you will be rejuvenated and you will be restored through this process. So number 6 is emotional upheaval or emotional issues coming forward. Because the kundalini is breaking through old energetic patterns within our template, it's going to bring up old energies, and this can come up emotionally, physically, mentally. It's all coming out to be integrated and to be purged and released. So emotional issues, like, you know, everything coming out that's been hidden, this can actually cause, you know, things like fears coming up, old energetic patterns that you haven't dealt with. This can put you into this dark night of the soul energy, which happens a lot through the kundalini because it's breaking down the old energetic structure, and this can cause us to go into this place of maybe psychosis, maybe dark night of the soul, depending on how severe it is. But just know that this is just a clearing and it's going to pass and you're going to come out of it. So the last sign is that the kundalini can cause depression, confusion, and feeling sort of stuck in your life, or nothing is happening in your life. You're sort of in this transition as it's breaking down the old energetic structure. And this can set you into this dark night of the soul energy where you are releasing, purging a lot, and also you're integrating your higher consciousness at the same time. The body is going through a lot mentally, emotionally, physically, especially physically, because the biology is being rewired And so you want to support your body through this process. You want to eat the right foods, you want to take the right supplements through this process. It is a very intense energetic transformation, and just remember that the body and the mind is going to feel very confused, especially the mind. The mind is really active. A lot of the times this is the ego that's dying, and it's really fighting this process because it doesn't understand what's going on. So this can set you off into this dark night of the soul. Just know that this will pass, and that this is normal as part of this process of ascension, to shed more of your ego and to quieten the mind. And the more that you integrate your higher soul consciousness through the kundalini and the spiritual process, the more that you're going to come into the state of really that place of alignment, and less in the mind and the ego, and you're really going to be functioning and flowing from your soul. So I just want to add that I have experienced all these symptoms and more, and so if you're moving through any of these, there's a lot more symptoms, of course. Just know that it's going to pass, and it's part of the clearing and the kundalini rising. It's all going to clear and pass as your energetic template is being rewired. So you don't need to worry or fear. Trust the kundalini and lean into it more, and just give yourself up to the kundalini process and trust your higher self. Trust God to move through this process and to really come out the other side, because I know this can be very hard to move through. Some kundalini symptoms are very difficult, and the process itself of kundalini awakening is not easy to navigate. It's happening more now with the time that we're in. This is why I'm making this video and sharing here, because I know that a lot of more people are experiencing these sorts of awakenings, and this is very normal. As I said, this is part of our biology. We just haven't had this energy rising or being activated, but it is activating more now through this ascension and our spiritual growth ultimately. And it will activate at the right time for you based on your soul path. I send you lots of love, and thank you for being here, and leave me a comment. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will connect with you in the next video.